Hi guys, I'm Jacob. You're watching the Prepper's Bunker Outdoors. Today I want to do a really quick review on this little Protech Calmigo. We're going to put all of the stats on the screen in front of my face. But my buddy Garrett sent me this knife just to borrow and check out because he really likes it. I don't do that very often, but I am interested in Protechs and I don't have a lot of experience with Switchblades. So I need to get out of the way at the beginning of this video that I'm doing this video from the perspective of a knife guy. I have a lot of experience with production folders and some custom folders, and but I don't have a lot of experience with Switchblades. In the Army, a lot of people got issued Gerber Switchblade. Me and my platoon didn't. I played with them, hated them. Enough said, I think. But that's, for all practical purposes, my only experience with Switchblades. So I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of jargon that I'm not to speed up on, and a lot of maybe comparisons that I can't make. But I'm just going to talk to you about this as hopefully one knife guy to another. So the first thing that I want you to check out is like the fit and finish quality. Aesthetically speaking, this is an absolutely beautiful knife. Rockets out. The lock is very sturdy. When you put it away, the blade is fairly centered or perfectly centered. I don't know. I'm not going to say perfectly. I don't have a micrometer out here, but as far as my eye can see, perfectly centered. The blade thickness, this is not necessarily what I would call a thinly ground knife for the size. Micro bevel's a little bit thick on it, but certainly usable. I've been using this. It's an absolute joy. I feel like the fit and finish, like I think I already mentioned, is fantastic. You have a secondary safety here, so you push that and it doesn't, you know, it's safe. Nice pocket clip, nice spring to it. It's ridden in the pocket just wonderfully. We have a recessed lanyard area here, which I'm really a big fan of. So again, I'm just borrowing this knife. I've been using it for a couple days. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's 154 cm steel. The finish on their, I'm guessing Cerakote. If I'm wrong, I'll probably put in the description box below, but it's held up well enough. It's got some staining there from Garrett. I don't know what, I'm not sure what he did to it, but so 154 cm is a good steel. At this point in time, in 2021, I would say it is a standard steel. Not anything special, not anything bad. Some people might argue that S35VN is becoming the standard and 154 cm is inferior. I'll talk about that later. I've got some comparisons that I'd like to share between 154 cm, S35VN, and CPM 20CV or M390. But it's an easy to sharpen steel. It holds an edge for a long time. It's relatively corrosion resistant. You probably won't notice the difference, if we're going to be honest. And if you're decent at sharpening, if you strop this knife, it's going to be sharp for a super long time. So I think it's phenomenally built. I'm super stoked on this thing. It's made in America. It's just super cool. Now, all right, the side of me that, like I mentioned before, coming from a normal knife background, I remember when I was younger in Washington State, I think like only military law enforcement and paramedics could legally own a Switchblade, and it was like this super tactical tough guy fighting thing or something. Of course, for law enforcement and EMS, it was just needing to be able to open a knife with one hand. I think there's a possibility, you know, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I think there's a possibility that the liner lock, the popularity of the liner lock has made an auto irrelevant. Because I kind of feel that with this button on the inside of my pant leg, reaching my hand in, getting my wallet this side, and the other thing, I could accidentally hit this. I would not like to do that. So I use the secondary lock on here to make sure that doesn't happen. But now when I pull this out, I've got to disengage the secondary lock, then press the button. I'm sure I would get used to it, but since I'm not used to it, I'm just borrowing it. I usually pull it out, try to push the button. It doesn't work. Look down at it, secondary lock, push the button. I get it. Locks have come a long ways. Even a liner lock, compression lock, Axis, Able, whatever lock, have come so far that one-handed opening of knives is very easy, very secure, and I don't know that a Switchblade is as practical as it used to be. So, with that said, I'm sure some Switchblade guys are really mad right now, and I'm sure I needed to talk about like the speed of opening or some kind of crazy things that I don't know about. I can't talk about any of that stuff. That's not my area of expertise. But what I will say is this knife is absolutely stunningly beautiful to me. I really love it. The machining on the whole thing, the fit and finish on the whole thing is incredibly nice. I'm a big fan. I've always looked at Protechs, and I've always thought that if I got a Switchblade, it'd probably be a Protech. Maybe a Hogue. Anyways, let me know what you think in the description box below. And seriously, if you're a Switchblade guy, whether you understood the review or you're super pissed, let me know in the comment section below. I wouldn't mind getting educated on Switchblades and the jargon that I missed and the things that I don't understand or whatever. Let me know in the comment section below. Hope that you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.